My name is Mihir Joshi. Welcome to the MJ Show, and it gives me great pleasure to host one more episode live at an I.I.M.U.N conference. And I can't think of anyone better than the person who I have as my guest today. He is truly a global music ambassador for India. He's performed all across the world. He has some incredible songs which make people dance irrespective of whether they know the language or not, which is the most incredible thing for any singer to say. And I can very happily say, is also a very, very dear friend. So please help me welcome on the MJ Show the incredibly talented Raghu Dixit. Raghu, welcome to the MJ Show once again, my friend.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mihir.
So Raghu, firstly, I want to know during this lockdown, we've spoken once before. We talked about the songs that you were doing at that point of time, but I've been seeing on your social media, you've been busy as always. You've been making new music. So what's the newest thing that's happening with Raghu Dixit?
The newest thing, well, it's actually a continuation of the whole thing.
Which is music, of course, yes.
Most of it got paused because of the pandemic. And now that I can actually travel from studio to studio, I've started finishing up my next album of the band, which has been pending for quite some time. The last album was in 2013.
I remember.
So a lot has happened since then in my life, man. And this album is truly special and extremely personal. Not that the first two are not. Every song I write is very, very personal, but this album means much more than anything else because every song has been written during probably my toughest phase. And every song represents of human failing and human realization, human rebuilding and restitching back a heart that's probably mauled by life and finding a new direction for the future. So it's kind of a storytelling through 12 songs, and each song is written in 4 different languages: Hindi, Kannada, Tamil, Telugu, and now people are trying to convince me to sing in Malayalam also. So all the 5 languages coming together in one album. So it's going to be a big fat album of say 54 songs, I think, or even more. I'm not sure. I've not counted them yet because I want to finish it and then say, okay, these many number of songs in an album.
That's unbelievable.
So yeah, like for example, there's a song called Shakkar Pari. It's about a girl who steals sugar from the market and distributes it among people who have never tasted sweetness.
Okay.
So it's kind of a metaphorical way of saying it's about spreading happiness.
Right.
And so every song, though the darkest hour of my life, every song is very positive and very happy, probably the most danceable album I've written so far. So yeah, that's what is happening. Apart from that, I'm making music for a web series for a major OTT platform.
Oh, that is awesome.
That's going to hit, that's my first. So I'm very, very excited about it. And then there are 3 movies in Kannada that I'm scoring for currently.
Right.
So yeah, lots of work happening. The only thing that I'm missing is going on stage and performing in front of a crowd. And that's kind of depressing, knowing that it's not going to happen anytime soon.
Yeah.
Though I know a lot of venues have started kind of experimenting, allowing people to come.
Correct.
And bands have started to perform.
Right.
But everybody's being extremely cautious about going into a venue like that. And also for bands to take care to perform. Of course, we musicians are desperate to go on stage and perform. But the audiences are still wary about it because most of the audiences who come into venues are there to come and have a drink and dinner, and then there is a band playing on the side. So music is very last of the priorities for most of the audiences that come into performance venues.
Correct.
So, and music festivals and college festivals are still a far cry away because colleges themselves have not opened up.
Correct.
So I'm looking at another 6-7 months at least of no performances in front of big crowds that I'm so used to.
Yeah.
So apart from that, I think it's been a great phase. Actually, this pandemic has given me time to look into myself, change a lot of things about myself, both at a physical health level and even at a mental level. I was not definitely at a good place mentally at the beginning of the year. And I went into therapy. I opened up myself to agreeing to my flaws and fixing them.
Beautiful.
And I think youngsters who are listening to me today should not be afraid to speak about your anxieties and panics and or even mistakes that you've probably done to someone whom you can trust and let them help you sort yourself out. Because when you pent up a lot of that negativity inside yourself of panic attacks or anxiety or even guilt,
Correct.
everything really messes up with you, and then you don't know what to do with it, and you end up becoming a very bitter person or even a depressed person, putting up a wall between you and glory.
Yeah.
So to help yourself reach your fullest potential and be a happy person with a light heart, I think it's very important to open up yourself to your trusted friend or somebody elderly in your family, or probably an elderly person in your friends list,
Correct.
or just me. I'm available on Instagram. So I do this very often, talk to youngsters a lot.
Wow.
So, yeah, please,
Reach out.
I would only advise that to people. Follow your dreams, follow your heart. All that is great. But most important thing is to be happy. And if you're not happy with the most immediate environment in your life, with your friends, with your family, with your teachers, with your elderly people, or even your siblings, younger friends, you will not be a happy person, and you will not be able to do anything you really want to do in life. So, yeah, just be
That is
happy for
astound. Apart from being a great report on how this lockdown has been for you, this is truly astounding advice for everybody watching right now, whether it's the live audience here at I.I.M.U.N or people who will eventually watch this episode on the MJ Show's YouTube channel. I mean, genuinely, I think it's so important for people to be happy and for people to open up. And it's great to see so many artists reaching out to their fans, telling them that, listen, we are here, you can talk to us. Because I think if anything we've learned from this lockdown is, one is everybody's kind of become on the equal platform. Everybody's
Yeah, it's been
realized
a great leveler.
it's
It's
been a
been a great
great
leveler,
leveler.
actually.
And I think,
Absolutely.
and it's also been a great way for people to sort of connect, realizing the importance of human connection, just to be able to talk to somebody else has become absolutely evident during this lockdown. So,
True.
I'm a fan of your earlier music, your first two albums. I have, in fact, the second album, I have all three color discs that you had released, the three special packagings that you had. And of course, I am one of those. So we've joked
All
about
three
this.
colors.
Yeah, all three colors. And we've joked about this the last time when he was on the MJ show. I have a copy of the first album, the first Raghu Dixit album. And he's written in that also that this is like a collector's edition. Keep it safe. Someday it's going to become very, very expensive, because I'm one of the few people who has that. So my question to
I
you, Raghu,
myself
is
don't
now,
have it, man.
are
I
you
myself don't
serious?
have it. Yeah, I don't have a copy of my own albums.
That's amazing. But what I was saying is, so this time, now that you have got so many versions happening, are we now agreeing that the world is gone completely digital, and are you going to release everything only on digital platforms, or also is a
No,
fan, like a hardcore fan, are they going to get a chance to get a CD and all that as well?
not CD, but the last time
USB.
we toured we toured UK especially. We
Yeah.
we made a USB out of the Chanpatna, which is a town near in between Mysore and Bangalore. They
Right.
make very special wooden handicrafted dolls.
Beautiful.
So
Beautiful.
so we kind of found these handicraft artists to make us thousands of these USB boxes out of
Lovely.
those wooden dolls that they had, and we put a pen drive in it, and we sold those, because everyone going digital, we might as well give them the MP3s of all the songs in high resolution.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that went quite a that went down pretty well with people as a collector's item. Again, just like you said, you collected all the three albums in three
Correct.
different colors. It
Correct.
was a great brainwave by Gaurav, was my manager then.
Right.
So hopefully something like that. We also want to bring a vinyl out this time, not just
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So that is the next big thing that we are thinking of. Even like of the older songs, we want to make vinyls very soon and release that.
Yeah, I
So
think
yeah,
we need like a greatest hits album of Raghu Dixit on vinyl. That would be amazing. By the way,
yes.
before we move on and I ask you any more questions, can we hear something? Have you played any of your new songs in public at all?
No, no, I'm refusing to play any of the new songs simply because I don't think like though everybody thinks it's complete and we should just put it out. I refuse to believe that it's complete. I
Right.
refuse to believe that even lyrically, I'm yet there completely with any of those songs for that matter.
Correct.
Let alone me singing them and practicing them to play on my guitar and singing along with it. I have a long way to go. So I'm taking this break and this pause as an advantage to improve myself as a musician, to get to the level where I think it is ready. And
Okay,
when I'm
okay.
ready, I will
So,
definitely.
so I won't push you to what do you call it? Perform any of those songs at this point of time. But could we hear something? Maybe something from the first album. If you ask me,
Want to hear?
but Raghu, I think one of the songs that I think people love watching when you are performing live is Mysore Se. I think that's a great song. Can we hear a little bit of that right now?
Sure. चांद का टुकड़ा है चेहरा, बहती बालों की धारा, उसमें मोती का गजरा, आंखें जो चैन मार गई रे। आजा रे सजनी, आजा रे। Put your hands up. Right, right, right. मैसूर से आई वो अखियों से तीर मार गई रे। चमका है दिल में तारा, प्यासा हूँ प्यार का मोरा, समझे ना दिल ये मेरा, मदिरा की घूमर मार गई रे। आजा रे हाय। आहा।
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
How brilliant was that? Listen, guys, I've got goosebumps, and I can see all the joy that I'm seeing in the chat section over here, which is fantastic. Good to see that. You know what? If you've not been to a Raghu Dixit live concert, you guys are missing out on something. It's genuinely like, it's an explosion of love and happiness and energy. And even if you don't dance, if you're one of those few people who decides that I'm going to a Raghu Dixit concert and not dance, trust me when I say this, he will spot you in the audience and he'll make you dance. That's the best part, the magic of a Raghu Dixit concert. That was amazing, man.
Thank you, thank you.
You know what? Okay, can we have some, you've already announced that you're going to be having about 12 to 13 songs on this upcoming album of yours. Have you on social media or anywhere at least announced a prospective name for the album or anything like that?
Oh, well, not really. Because like I said, I haven't finished the album and I don't want to decide, like predetermine the name of the album or anything like that.
Correct.
The idea is to finish every song to its fullest possible way, and also shoot music videos for most of them, and then
Lovely.
start releasing one song at a time online through our channels and other streaming platforms, and not rush into this simply because everyone's releasing music during the pandemic. Let me also release some music during the pandemic. What am I doing? I'm doing nothing. No, I'm not under pressure looking at others racing to the finishing line. I will take my own time, but when it comes out, I better be proud about it. So I that's the only agenda behind whatever I do right now.
That's
And
fantastic.
I will not rush into anything. I will not push myself to do something which I don't want to do just because I've put myself into a deadline and
Yeah.
I'm chasing the deadline. Yes, I have deadlines, I have plans, I have structured way of working, and I will stick to all of that. But when somebody says, "Why don't you put it out? You anyway, three songs are ready. Let's put it out." No, I don't want to do that. I want to like make sure all the 12 songs in all the 5 languages are ready,
Yeah.
and then I will release that. But before the actual album comes out, I'm also currently working on 2 different concept albums. One is a love album where it's just me and my guitar and my voice,
Wow.
uh, and it's a very quiet album, and it's about consciously trying not to sing in high pitch. It's more like very intimate, quiet album,
Right.
and beautifully worded songs, and love that I've seen across my lifetime.
That's lovely.
Love between my parents, for example, love between me and my dog, some heartbreaks that I've gone through, some beautiful moments I've seen in my love life in the past. And
Beautiful.
also there is love of what I expect out of love in general itself and what people should. Everything is personal. At the same time, it is kind of universal. It's love with nature, love for travel, love for animals, everything included. Love of all kinds included in this album. That's
That's
one
awesome.
album. Then there is another album that I'm working on is stories about Indian soldiers who fought in the First World War as a part of the British Empire,
Oh, wow.
British army. And many low-class Indians were recruited into this army, and they went and fought a war which was not theirs at all. They
Correct.
didn't even know whom they're fighting, actually.
Correct.
And there are some extremely painfully beautiful stories about these soldiers.
Wow.
And a lot of research has been done, a lot of material has been written. And I was invited 2 years ago to perform at Perth Concert Hall in Perth, Scotland, as a part of a Commonwealth concert where I represented India and Asia, and I took stories of Indian soldiers fighting World War One, and it was that concert was a commemoration of 100 years of end of World War One. So
Wow.
I presented 3 songs, and I said, why do I have to end with only 3 songs for that one concert? Let me make it into an album. And so I decided to do an album, and then it became that these stories are way too beautiful just to be restricted to songs. So I'm going to make it into a podcast. I'm going to make it into a proper video presentation of the stories. Some filmmakers are ready to ready to do a commentary on it, stuff like that,
Wow.
like a docudrama plus us ending in a song
Music.
of that particular
Correct.
episode. Yeah.
Correct.
So that's another idea that's floating around right now. So a lot of work is going on. It's just that nothing is really complete for me to put it out. And like I said, I'm taking my sweet time to
Yeah,
work at each
man.
one of them. Yeah.
Absolutely. But I'm looking forward to seeing. And you know what? For everybody watching right now, you've just found out a lot of new things that are happening and that are going to be coming out. So there's a lot for you guys to look out for. I hope you guys are following Raghu Dixit on Instagram, and I hope you are subscribed to his YouTube channel. I'm going to give you a link to both in the description of this video when it goes up on the YouTube channel of the MJ Show. Follow both our channels, follow both of us on Instagram, and reach out. And like he very kindly offered, if you even just want to reach out to him to talk, please do that. And feel free to reach out to all your friends. I think it's important right now in this crazy time, this unprecedented time in this world, that you have people that you can talk to and know that you are not alone. You have a community of people, enough people in the world who care about you and who want to see you happy and well. So Raghu, thank you so much, man, for being here with us, for telling us about your new music that's coming out. But before we
Thank
go,
you.
I have to talk to you about your film work as well, which you are doing. for the South Indian film industry. I think the last time we spoke as well, we spoke about the tremendous success of one of the songs that was released at that point of time. I'm not going to make an effort of murdering the name of that song by saying it out loud. Why don't you tell everybody about the song that we're talking about? I mean, the song that was released in the film. And you said that for you, that was a very important moment, because in films, that was like one of the big hit songs for you at that point of time.
Not really. I've seen bigger success in film music in Kannada, but that movie was my first movie after 14 films that I've done scores for.
Wow.
It was the first ever box office success for me.
That's what I meant, the box office success part of it.
Yeah. So, I mean, I became a household name in Karnataka with my first movie's first song. Correct. And that kind of pasted me. I had a dream launch that no music director has ever got in Karnataka. Right. It's just that work didn't really come to me as much as I expected it to. But whichever film I worked for in Kannada, in Hindi, in Tamil, Malayalam, and even a Telugu web series I've done for, the music was blockbuster hits. But unfortunately, the movies never really made box office success. Correct. So much of that music is not heard, unfortunately, because movies did do well. Correct. So, but this movie was the first success, and I realized how much box office success is important for the success of the movies.
Of the music as well. Correct.
Yeah,
correct.
Like I have one song which has some 24 million hits as of now on YouTube, which is crazy. Right. It's not my favorite song, unfortunately. So, yeah, but there are songs which are far better and far more popular than this movie's songs. But yeah, this was the first success I saw myself. Yeah.
Of all the songs that you've done for films, is there one song? Because I know I can see a lot of people requesting you to sing one more song. Could you sing us a song from your film catalog? I mean, of course, you sang us a song from the.
Then I'll have to pull out the lyrics sheet now.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
Okay. Because it's strange that as much as I love making music for films, I hate performing them. So for some reason, I cannot come to agree to perform film music on stage. It's strange, no? It is crazy also. Like when most of the musicians are making loads of money performing film music, I'm kind of shying away from it. It's a strange relationship, love-hate relationship I have with films. So this is a song that I originally wrote in Kannada, but it became a wild hit recently. And I think since there are audiences from all around the world watching right now, I thought this would be the most apt song to sing. I hope you guys recognize the song and then also appreciate it.
Let's go.
जीवन जीवन दरिया दरिया एक जो पार करे दूसरा दरिया मिले ओ सावन सावन बगिया बगिया यूं भी होता है कि पत्थर पे भी है फूल खिले सीधे पत्ते पड़े बाजी जीत गया वक्त मुश्किल था मगर जैसे बीतता बीत गया आज दुनिया भी तेरे साथ गुनगुनाती है कल अकेला ही था पर दुख भरा गीत गया Everybody sing along. सपने जिनमें हो ऐसी ही तेरे दिन प्यार में जिनमें हो ऐसी ही तेरी बातें जिनमें उम्मीदें हो ऐसे ही तेरे दिन हो चैन हो जिनमें हो ऐसी ही तेरी बातें जीवन जीवन दरिया दरिया धड़कन धड़कन कहता है मन तू जीते और हम हारे होते रहे वारे न्यारे Are you ready for the surprise? se jari 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 ಒಲವೇ ಸಾರಿ ನಿನ್ನ ಸೇರೋ ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಓ ಸುಳಿದೆ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಬಾರಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನೋ ಸುಮಧುರ ಆಲಾಪನೆ ಸಾಗುವ ದಾರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿನ್ನ ನಾನು ಕಂಡ ಕ್ಷಣವೇ ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲೀಗ ನಿನ್ನ ಬಣ್ಣ ಹರಿಸಿ ತುಂಬಿದೊಲವೇ ಕಾಯುವ ಸರದಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾದು ಹಾಗೆ ನಿಲ್ಲಲೇನೆ ಬರುವ ಕುರುಹನೊಮ್ಮೆ ಎಸೆದು ಹೋಗೆ ಜೀವ ನಿನ್ನ ಕಣ್ಣಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನಿನ್ನ ಪ್ರತಿಬಿಂಬ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಕಡಲಾಗಿ ಹರಿಸುತ್ತಿದೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಬದುಕು ಹಸನಾಗಿ ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಲೆಂಬ ಬಯಕೆ ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಬೆಸೆಯಬೇಕೆಂಬ ಒಲವಧಾರೆ ಸುರಿದು ಬಾರೆ ಉಳಿವ ಎದೆಯ ತಣಿಸುತ್ತಾರೆ ಉಳಿವ ಎದೆಯ ಉಸಿರಾಗುವೆ ಒಂದು ಬಾರೆ ಓ ಜೀವ Everybody sing along. सीधे पत्ते बड़े बाजी तू जीत गया वक्त मुश्किल था मगर जैसे जीता बीत गया आज दुनिया भी तेरे साथ गुनगुनाती है कल अकेला ही था पर दुख भरा गीत गया ओ Everybody sing along.
Yeah, man, if this was in front of a live audience, I know that everybody would be singing along right now. And here's my wish and prayer to God that hopefully live concerts can happen again soon, just so that we can see this man back up on stage. I had goosebumps. I was smiling, you know, and generally on these Zoom calls or on Instagram lives, there's a little bit of lag. So I was trying not to speak or sing along, but you know, it's so infectious. At the last refrain, I ultimately had to join in, and you know, it's just you always make everybody feel so happy, man. Whenever I've seen any gig of yours, and I've seen a few of them, it's just an explosion of joy. And I know right now all of these I.I.M.U.N and everybody watching at home right now, I know you were singing along right now with Raghu. So with that said, it's time for us to wrap up for today. Raghu, thank you once again, my friend.
Thank you so much. And I wish everybody out there who are watching this show, thank you so much for having me here. It's great to be interacting with such young minds, such brilliant young minds. And yeah, looking at you guys, I'm so positive about our future of this country, and I hope you all take control very soon of because I'm tired. I'm tired of taking care of this country. So I wish you all the best, great health, take care of yourselves, love yourselves, and keep spreading happiness and joy wherever you can in your own small little ways. And it soon can become an infectious thing, not the pandemic. I meant your ability to spread happiness can become infectious. So try that, and then let others watch you doing it and learn from you, and eventually this world can become a happy place to live in. So I strongly believe in that, and I hope you all will do your best in your own little small ways. Just like I'm trying to do it with my music, I'm sure you can do with whatever you're doing. It doesn't matter what you do, just make one person every day happy, and I think that's good job. Life well lived if you do that. Yeah,
that is true, man. That is spectacular advice. Thank you so much, my brother. I'm looking forward to your albums, not one album, and your web series music, which is going to be coming out soon as well, because I think some of the most amazing stuff, whether it's in terms of storytelling or in terms of music, is happening in the web series space. So I want to wish you all the very best for all your upcoming endeavors. For everybody watching, again, follow him and me on Instagram, follow us on YouTube as well. But for today, this is pretty much all the time we have for now. That is the absolutely incredible Raghu Dixit. My name is Mihir Joshi. We are here in front of an I.I.M.U.N conference, but now also on your screens on YouTube. And this was the MJ Show. I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Bye bye.
Hey, I'm Mihir Joshi and I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so that you get a notification every time a new video goes up. Hit the like button as well. Leave a comment here for my guests and for me and share it with absolutely everybody. We will really appreciate it. Make it happen.